Next up, we speak about the magic of stem cell therapy. Hello, Asaf. Welcome to Wake Up with Marci.
Hello, Marci. Thank you so much for having me in your show.
Well, it's great to have you. And I'm so fascinated what we're going to talk about. And that is cell therapy, right?
That's right.
And yeah, so first of all, can you tell us a little bit about stem cells and cell therapy and why it's so important to you?
Definitely. So cell therapy and stem cells. Cell therapy is the science of using cells, which are the building blocks of the human body, to create treatments and therapies. We are using stem cell as the base to produce those cells. So in your body, you have more than 200 kind of cells. And we have the formula of how to take stem cell that has no destiny. They are just cells that can become anything, and we know how to create blood cells, muscle cells, heart cells. And in our case, we're focusing on brain cells and pancreatic cells. And we
Wow.
know, and the nice thing is that we know how to make a lot of them, because in order for a treatment to be effective, we need a lot of cells. And we also have proprietary technology of how to get just the good ones, so it's more effective and more safe.
So tell us exactly, I know you're touching on a little bit, but so it's very clear as to how this cell therapy can help us and help us with disease.
That's right. So cell
Mm.
therapy can help us in many ways. So as we get older, tissue and organs are uh, not working as they used to be. Cell therapy has the potential, hold the potential to uh, regenerate organs, regenerate uh, cells. And what we can do with stem cell is actually revive the functionality of what's being lost due to diseases or due to age.
So so let's talk about like alternative treatments versus cell therapy.
Okay.
What is the difference? Is cell therapy better? Tell us about that.
Okay, that's a great question, because traditional medicine is helping us in many ways, and we see now with COVID how amazing it works. But the nice thing about cell therapy, it's more holistic. It's something that talks about what the future of medicine is going to look like, because as we get older, like I said, and medicine is keeping us alive for more years, we need to regenerate the mechanism of life. So with cell therapy, we can find treatment for cancer when you differentiate T cells to treat specific cancers. We can eventually 3D print organs, and that's the holy grail of cell therapies, to have 3D printed hearts and lungs and pancreases. And what we do at Kadimastem, we are focusing on two diseases: ALS, for which we produce astrocytes, and diabetes, where we use our pancreatic cells. So what we do, we take embryonic stem cell or stem cell in general, and what we can do with those, we can now create any kind of cell and then turn that into a tissue or into a functional unit in the body. So at Kadimastem, we have an ALS program. ALS is a deadly disease affecting hundreds of thousands of people, and there is no treatment today for this disease. What's happening is that the brain cells are dying, and control of the muscles is getting weaker and weaker, and lifespan of patients between 3 to 10 years. What we do in Kadimastem, we saw the potential of cells called astrocytes that we produced using stem cell, and those astrocytes showed in our initial clinical trials that if you inject them into the patients, it actually slowed down the disease significantly.
Amazing. So how can someone find out more information about this? Because this is life changing here. So please tell us where we can find more information on that and get more answers.
So you can find information on our website, kadimastem.com. You can find information about clinical trial on clinicaltrial.org.gov. And there's a lot of information about cell therapy out there. And, I want to tell you just a bit more about the magic of our treatment for diabetes, because this is where we are creating a cure for a disease. So
Mm,
with ALS, we're talking about a treatment. With diabetes, that's the first time that cell therapy would actually cure individuals. The nice thing here, what happens in diabetes is that your body is not producing any insulin. In type 1 diabetes, it's because the immune system is attacking our beta cells. So what we do, we produce a lot of those beta cells from the same stem cells. And
mm,
now when we introduce them to the patient, we encapsulate them with a capsule that protects them from the immune system. So basically,
mm.
we're providing like super pancreases, and this way, once this is in the patient, those super pancreases will start producing the insulin, will detect the level of glucose, and then the patient will be free of injections, free of glucose spikes that's so harmful for your body. And that's, I think that in the case of diabetes, when that's going to be an actual treatment, this is going to be the holy grail of cell therapy, because for the first time, it's going to actually cure so many lives. We're talking about 500 million people globally, a market of tens of
Yeah.
billions of dollars that we can tap with that. And this is what we see as the ultimate goal of our work at Kadimastem.
Well, wonderful, Asaf. Thank you so much for coming on Wake Up with Marci and sharing such incredible information and saving lives and for the work that you do. So thank you again for coming on Wake Up.
Thank you so much, Marci. It was a pleasure, and hoping I can come soon and share some good news about new treatments. Thank you so
Yes,
much. Lovely being in
yes,
your show. You're amazing.
100%.
Thank
All
you.
right. Bye-bye, Asaf.
Bye. Thank you.